Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now we proceed with the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019. And drafting first in the second round, we have Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Barangay Ginebra picks Jeric Balanza.
The first pick in the second round, Barangay Ginebra selects Jeric Balanza.
Oh, just an incredible story for this guy to even go up the stage and get drafted by the most popular team. A lot of stories behind this particular player. Of course, more popularly known as a member of the Letran Knights, which bagged the NCAA championship. But the story of being a warrior far transcends from just merely a basketball player to a warrior in life. Great story, and just so nice that a Barangay Ginebra team that is so proud picked him up.
Yeah, you know, Jeric actually, if I'm not mistaken, is a two-time champion with Letran because they did beat Zambeda twice. He was also part of the first team that beat them a couple of years back. And then because of that surgery that he had to his brain, you know, he thought he'd never be able to come back to play basketball. But the Lord was kind and has given him another opportunity, and he took it. Now, he didn't have a real great season. He was their leader, but he didn't have a real good season. The whole team was anchored on a lot of good players, but he had a spectacular performance on the finals game, the last game.
And now, again, proceeding in the second round, on the clock is the Blackwater Elite.
Hello? Blackwater Elite selects Richard Escoto.
The second pick in the second round, Blackwater Elite selects Richard Escoto.
At ito yung inaabangan mo kaninang first round, Coach RJ.
Oh yes, big-time player, a strong operator inside. Even if he lacks a little bit of the height, he more than compensates because of his toughness. You know that this guy will make it big in the PBA because he never says never. That means when the ball is on the ground, he'll be the first one to dive for loose balls, and is also a very professional athlete, meaning even if he does not get the time, he's just so willing to leave everything on the floor when his name is called. Type of player that PBA needs at this point, specifically itong Blackwater Elite, dahil ang dami nilang trades na ginawa, and it's important for their head coach, Nash Rosella, to bring in guys na familiar na sa kanyang sistema. At alam naman natin, naggaling sa FEU itong manlalarong ito.
The third pick of the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the NLEX Road Warriors.
NLEX picks William Macaloni.
The third pick in the second round, the NLEX Road Warriors pick William Macaloni.
So William Macaloni, who played for Marinerong Pilipino in the PBA D-League and has hailed from the Emilio Aguinaldo College. A lot of size being added here by NLEX.
Another big guy, 6'4", from Cebu City. Not so familiar from the lens of Metro Manila basketball followers, but that is how important D-League is, because you have all of a sudden a platform to show your wares. So this is an important pick for Coach Shenggao and the rest of NLEX, because that is one position that they need to strengthen, because they feel like si Eram probably needs another sidekick. Of course, Asi Taulava will also be one of the guys who will teach these newcomers how to play the game and how to stay in the league for a long time.
The fourth pick of the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Alaska Aces.
Alaska selects Ray Publico.
The fourth pick in the second round, the Alaska Aces pick Ray Publico.
A product of Malvar, Batangas, and as mentioned from the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Ray Publico now joining the Aces, Dr. J.
Well, I'm not very familiar with this player. I've seen him, but if he's part of Ryan's player that, you know, are sleepers, no? I think he's more like a power forward. So again, we continue to see teams try to pick up their game by by picking up big men.
And you look at the roster of Coach Jeffrey Carriazo, you know that he's still developing his system, he's moving a lot of players, a lot of moving parts for Alaska, and is using particularly this draft for players who can fit into his system, guys who have the length, and who are always willing to be two-way players. He's not just going to get players who can shoot lights out, because there are a lot of players like that in the PBA. What they need at this point is someone who can just stabilize their roster, play in quality minutes when given the opportunity, and they're hoping that this guy, Publico, can bring in that quality time.
And again, picking in the second round, pick number 5, it still belongs to the Alaska Aces.
The Alaska Aces select J.C. Marcelino.
The 5th pick in the second round, the Alaska Aces select J.C. Marcelino.
At 5'11", from Olongapo City, one half of the Marcelino twins. We've got 2 pairs of twins in this 2019 draft. Produkto ng Lyceum from Coach Topex Robinson.
Yeah, that may never happen again, to have 2 sets of twins for the same draft. But this guy is the big-time scorer for the team, you know. After CJ Perez left, he continued to dominate. He's a small guy, but he's very active. His hands, he's good in steals. You know, he's just right in your face type of player. He can rebound. He's smaller than a Scotty Thompson, but that's almost the way that he plays.
Wow.
And he's got good shots from the outside.
The 6th pick in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the NERALCO Bolts.
The NERALCO Bolts pick Aaron Black.
The 6th pick in the second round, the NERALCO Bolts select Aaron Black.
Well, I personally like that pick, of course, because of the pedigree of Aaron Black. Coach Norman Black, very happy that Aaron is still available in the second round at number 6. He is 6'1", very young player, born in 1996. Played his entire basketball years with Ateneo de Manila University. And again, just the bloodline, the pedigree. Norman Black, one of the best, in fact, in my book, the best import ever to play in the PBA, is now on stage putting in the jacket because he picked his son, Aaron Black. Great acquisition, good pick for NERALCO Bolts, and this guy is here to stay.
The 7th pick in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 belongs to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Rain or Shine picks Vince Tolentino.
The 7th pick in the second round, the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters pick Vince Tolentino.
At 6'4", out of the Ateneo, Vince Tolentino applied his trade for Go for Gold in the PBA D-League.
He is just a scrappy player. He's all over the place. He will always go for offensive rebounds, loose balls, and just defend. He's willing to give up a lot of his fouls just to make sure that he can disrupt the offensive system of his opponent. A very strong and determined player, knows what it takes to win. And for Rain or Shine, those are the kind of things, mentality-wise, that they want, because itong kaibigan natin na si Kaloy Garcia would really want to put in a lot of winning mentality in his system.
Well, Vince did not enter the draft last year when he could have. He continued to hone his skills. Vince Tolentino is almost exactly like JB Mocon, but not the scoring ability of JB. But Vince is a perfect guy for rebounding and defending, as well as setting the high picks. You want a pick and roll for a guy to come up, he's going to do that for you. He's going to execute that perfectly. For a Nambatak and him, it's going to be a perfect combination.
We continue with the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 here in the second round. And picking 8th, the NLEX Road Warriors.
NLEX picks AC Soberano.
The 8th pick in the second round, the NLEX Road Warriors select AC Soberano.
A veteran Zambeda player excellent and three-point shooter. Almost perfect when you get him the ball at the corners. No, that is his specialty. I think he's also a Kapampangan yata ito, if I'm not mistaken. But the most important thing about him is he can shoot. Now, the other facets of the game is certainly something that he has to improve if he wants to make the lineup. He's not a strong rebounder. He's not a strong defender. He can pass the ball, but his forte is really to shoot, and that's exactly what NLEX has. A lot of shooters in their lineup already.
And that is why it's imperative for this guy to really fight for a roster spot. It's not automatic that once you get picked, an automatic jersey will be right in front of you. No, a lot of hard work has to be done, not just inside the basketball court, but also in the weight room. Because ang daming manlalaro playing the same position for this team. And in order for you to secure one, dapat talaga angat na angat ka sa competition. There might be a little competition happening inside that NLEX roster just because punong-puno yung kanilang spots.
We continue with the 9th pick in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019. And on the clock, picking 9th, the Magnolia Hotshots.
Magnolia Hotshots, Pambansang Manok picks Yankee Haruna.
The 9th pick in the second round, the Magnolia Hotshots select Yankee Haruna.
So Yankee Haruna is the next pick.
Well, College of St. Benilde, athletic type of player, has to really hone a lot. The skills, I think, are not yet completed. Doesn't really have an outside range. More of trying to go to the basket almost all the time is his game. Can rebound, though. He's a good leaper.
So Yankee Haruna going now to the Magnolia Hotshots, Pambansang Manok.
With the 10th pick in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019, on deck is Barangay Ginebra San Miguel.
Barangay Ginebra picks Kent Salado.
The 10th pick in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019, Barangay Ginebra San Miguel picks Kent Salado.
Kent Salado of the Arellano University, former running mate ni Gio Halalon, now goes to their bitterest rival.
A product of Cagayan de Oro, 5'9", 165 pounds. And if you analyze the roster of this team, you know that kailangan pa nila ng mga manglalarong kumbaga pwedeng eventually mag-succeed kay LA. So yun ngayon ang mindset nitong team na to. But of course, you look at the performance of LA, probably 4, 5, or even 6 seasons left in his PBA career. But it's always okay to have a backup plan or yung tinatawag nating successor.
Only 2 picks remain in the second round of the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019. And pick number 11 belongs to the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
Rain or Shine picks Wendell Comboy.
The 11th pick in the PBA Gatorade Draft 2019 in the second round is Wendell Comboy.
The youngest applicant for the 2019 draft has been picked now at 11 in the second round.
And obviously, this guy can play. We saw him in the last UAAP season playing for FEU, and he's one of the guys that Coach Olsen Racela relied on, especially in clutch situations. He has that uncanny ability to really get his team in a position to win games, primarily because of his advanced thinking. He's a very stable point guard, can pass the ball, a very good facilitator, and not only that, if he is left wide open, he has the range to bury shots from deep.
And for the last pick of the second round, let's go back down to the stage.
Northport select Renzo Subido.
The 12th pick in the second round, the Northport Batang Pier selects Renzo Subido.
So Renzo Subido completes the second round here. This is another one of those exciting kids.
It's just a UP tormentor. That's all I remember about him. He hit that booming 3 to send UP out of contention. And you just have to appreciate the mentality of this guy. He's not that tall, he is 5'9", but you know that yung puso, palaban, pride ni Coach Pido Harencio, narito sa batang ito.